you haven't liked this video yet, and I haven't done no weird shenanigans, so give this a like. Subscribe if you enjoying me, okay? It's free. Video sponsored by water. Drink more water. That contains hydrogen. Hydrogen rich. Finally thinking. It's been a while. I had to take the time off because of some issues. But I'm back. I'm gonna say I'm 100%, but I'm back. Right, Stitch? Stitch agrees. So, let's talk about things that I'm happy to do. And the first thing is the sad songs. There has been a lot of misconceptions, but let me tell you this. When it comes to sad music, it's very therapeutic to get you out of whatever sad state that you're in. Maybe you just need to do a drive and just sing at the top of your lungs. Just make sure that your windows are up, because somebody like me might be hearing you and be like, get back on key. Kind of deal. Okay? And so there's been studies that when you're listening to sad music actually helps relieve your sadness. Just sad of it. It's a weird counterintuitive because some people would think that if you listen to sad songs that it'll just make you sadder. I'm telling you, it's not. It's do the opposite. It actually helps boost it gives you a little boost. It gives you like, I got a relief. You know why? You want to know why? Because you're releasing it out. You're releasing your sadness out. It gives you something to elevate out. And then once it's all out, the sadness is gone. You're like, I feel a little better about myself. I can move a little bit forward. I can move a little faster. There has been some propagandas by listening to secular songs are gonna help you and diminish or blah 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 and demons, all that stuff. Let me tell you this. What is keeping a demon away from just you or bad spirits just to come in from my window? It is basically a marketing tool to make you go listen to Christian music. And if you're using Christian music just to increase your mood, it works. It does work a little bit. But here's the thing. You need to get into your word. You just need to get in your word. That's just the big thing is. You gotta get into your word. Have your trusted community, because not every quote unquote Christian leader is for you or here to help you. They're here to do what they need, what you can do for them. I had to learn that the fun way. But that's here or no there. If you have the time, make yourself a sad playlist. And it's going to be very subjective because everyone has their own different one. And have your singing session. Have it. Just make sure you're not recording and your windows are up. Or in a good isolated area where no one can hear you. Just depending on your singing style of your levels. Let's talk about NPR, Tiny Desk, mainly Neo, because this is my confession, not Ursher. I used to be a big Neo hater. It wasn't until I watched his Behind the Music, I believe it was, some documentary that he was talking about his music and the mindset of it, and it made me go, let me reconsider his music. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Especially of some of the writing that he had done of the music. And he don't get a lot of his flowers that he should be getting. I'm telling y'all, he needs his flowers. And his NPR shows it. Now, the one thing that I'm concerned about his NPR is, did they use auto-tune? I don't know. Comment down below if you know it. So as I was watching and listening to his Tiny Desk, it was phenomenal. First thing, he has a harpist playing for him. He played three of his most popular songs. And then he switched it up with a new song. I think it was 2 Million Reasons or something like that. It was something that he was it's like his own confession. Not talking about Ursher. I'm not gonna lie, I had to go look it up and listen to it. It's a good listen to. And now that I've watched his live performance of the song that he did, like So Sick, I'm just like, it's a hit different now. Even though I still make fun of that song by changing up the lyrics just by a little bit, mainly in the chorus, and his words saying memories. You can figure out. Use the theory. Comment down below what you think that I have changed in the song "The So Sick." And then he gave it a twist. He did leave with his backup singers do some of the song that he wrote. He did do Irreplaceable. That was a fun one. I'm just like, he talking. He's like, let me show some songs that I have written. Take a Bow. He did Take a Bow, which was, I was like, oh. I knew he did those songs, but one song that I didn't know that he did write was Let Me Love You, sung by Mario. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he sung that. And that's been on my playlist. Matter of fact, all three of those songs have been on there. I thought that he sung I thought he wrote Halo. That was done by the One Republic guy. Let's leave you this. Have you watched it? Have you listened to it? Comment down below what you think. Also, I listened to Willow as well. Hers dropped a day ago or so. Watch that one too. That one was really good too. Little snip that I have listened to it. I'm digging it. I need some different music sometimes. Just a little bit of experimental. Does it make the playlist? Not really. I don't know yet. You know what did make the playlist? For ya. We're talking about Kendrick Lamar. Let me tell you, I needed a little bit of sit down because when I first listened to it, I was like, why is this on streaming right now? I need this on streaming. And it was on there the next day. But I did need a little bit of I needed more experienced person. Give me more of a little bit of background of the lyrics. Because my favorite line is this. Yeah. That is so well. And also, before I was about to record this video, he dropped the part 2. And so by the time that I was doing this video, Drake responded, and then a few minutes later, Kendrick responded. I'm just like, hey, y'all getting a little too far for me, going too fast for me. But I had to X out what I was going to say till I saw it, and I recorded this yesterday. Now I'm editing it the day before, on May 4th. And I'm a fan of Drake, don't get me wrong, because his songs are on the playlist. Kendrick Lamar's on there too. And I've never been big on rap battles until I had to get some background of it. And I'm understanding more of it. But let me talk to some of y'all real quick about some of these complaints. Yeah, some of y'all need to grow up with some of the complaints. Like, it's too long. Grow up. If you're over the age of 25 and complaining that a song that is 6 minutes long is too long, grow up. Find a therapist. Or fire a therapist, because they're not helping you. The thing about it is, it's almost, Euphoria is kind of like a 3-parter because of, it changes beats 3 times, I believe. 3 or 4 times. Your brain, in theory, should be able to hit it back and forth, kind of deal. And also, too, the beat that were used, I love it. It was very creative because it did have a slow motion. Almost like a poetry disc. And then it's sped up and sped down. Miss it. Maybe because of my classical background, there's kind of missing some sets of that stuff. And those songs be 15 to 20 minutes long, part 2. Now this one, I just listened to it about twice. It kind of familiars of J. Cole's 1985, kind of a warning of him. So it's not like as if he's doing the hard. He's kind of a little bit warning him, like, hey, some of your people, you'll need to check on them before they ruin your career, or worse, expulsion. Where that from? Comment down below. That's what I'm hearing from listening to it for the first time around. Normally when I say first time around, normally I'm saying like first time around is 3 or 5 times that I have listened to a song and let it sit. Because it's okay to listen to a song a few times to let it sit. And to other songs too. Let them sit too. To see if they still hit to you as if you had listened to it this first time that you listened to it years ago. This is the real public service announcement. Go out and just listen to some music past 2010. For me, it's the opposite because that's when I stopped listening to the music. And now I'm trying to catch up and just listen to, see what's going on in music hallways. Also, I miss listening to music hallways. Is that a thing? I don't know if it's a channel or something eventful like that, or a company. But when I say music hallway, I'm talking about in college. Listening. If it's not, this came from yesterday. And I posted a story about it. I have a short on it as well. And it's about UMG and TikTok. They had renegotiated on the terms, and UMG's music catalog will be returning back to TikTok soon. Which means artists are able to have a little bit more monetization towards their music and won't factor in some of the independent artists that may have a connection to UMG, say like if it's like a recording studio or anything like that. That is coming back, which is a good thing and a little sussy thing on my end because of just like we're having a TikTok ban. US wants to close it down because of their reason of, hey, cybersecurity and reasons. And it kind of is interesting because that's when both parties decide to agree on one thing, just like, yeah, instead of some of the major issues like jobs, cost of living, environmental stuff in the US. Okay, so I did have to do a little bit of cutting out because I am trying to get monetized. But it is really interesting that UMG and TikTok are back on good terms and negotiating, and eventually soon will be, hey, all the music is back on there on the catalog, which will be great for people to get their little bit of monetization of it. But tell me what you think in the comment down below of that. Let's see what the conversation talking about from there. That's all do I have to say. And if you like this video, give it a like I said earlier. Subscribe, comment down below what you thought of some of these things that I have talked about in this news. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.